The new prospective outlook. As I always speak about getting yourself fully charged to their potential. Endorsing the most exuberant thing in life. Hungry. But the new prospective outlook is here to let you see magnificent. A lot of things in this universe, in the creation, that people to see more magnificent. Things like that. And people need to see how magnificent that are. And how you see it. Because we creators being and come into this world, into this universe, and we only get two gifts. And these two gifts, one is time and one is death. And people don't know how to go around and appreciate it and knowing that we are all just here for one thing, not two. Because we're not here for we're not here for time. We're using up time. We're just here to die. We're here for death. And that's the known. So if we're here for death, that's the known. Actually, we're here for something to prey on us, to kill us. Whether gonna be a lion, a alligator, or we're gonna get gunned down in the church. But we are just here for that. Nothing else. But we get two gifts, which is time and death. So we use up the time, which people call in life, but we're using up time as an exuberance. And we are just destroyer. And we are builder. And we are builders and destroyers, anywhere you want to put it. But we're here for time. We get death and time as gift. And we live into this universe as a human being. We call ourselves human. And think we're the most smartest thing. Think we're the most smartest creature. That's what we think all the time. But we're not. We're supposed to be the king. We should have. But the magnificent fields and electronic fields is important because they're electrical. And human being think about mind and using mind, which is destroying the time. Because mind and material things work hand in hand. And the spirit and the energy work hand in hand. And that's why I don't run by material things. I don't run by my mind. My mind, I don't have one. I work by the spirit. So I'm ultra. And that's why I can have a new outlook to things. Where the normal people not thinking. They can't see it. I don't have to meditate to have these kind of feelings. Because I do Satori. Me I do a live, you bad man. Me I do a live. Me soon call you. So I don't use the mind. Because that's what people rush into material things. I'm in a hurry to see more magnificent things which create in the universe, which was use the time to enjoy. Like the most magnificent thing we have in our whole future, in our whole time, is that thing called death. It is the most magnificent thing. We have 24 hours in one day. And we got times out of that hour to sleep, which is very important. It is a temporary death, sleep. And it is so enjoyable. But no one take the time to see the magnificence of sleep. That if it want to get permanent, that is death. That's the known. The objective, you're gonna say, is dead. Whosoever is a witness can speak about it. Like how I can speak about Methuselah. He got a long time here. But he still died. How much years now Methuselah died? I still can honor him. So that's why we deal with the present. And when you deal with the present, I do the psychedelic. So you make things present and treat them the way they're supposed to get treated. You don't put yourself into this mindset and talk about love, because that's a mental disorder. You honor people, and if they died, they're still present. Because when somebody die, whether you run on low voltage, which always let you die, because people live longer with people who have a higher voltage, a higher charge, run by the spirit and not by the mind. So you spend more time here. You get more time here. And you know how to endorse this thing called death. Because sleep is so important. It is so sweet. It's one of the sweetest things you can ever get. Especially when you just finish sex and go and have sleep. You enjoy that kind of sleep. Because it's a chemistry. And this universe cannot run by just physics, which is the current. It has to run by the chemistry. And the chemistry on a whole, give off attraction and repulsive. That's what the chemistry do. It gives off that. So for you to sleep, it has to have a chemistry. These chemicals compound where they're low voltage, so you drop to the low voltage, which you get unconscious. But for you to wake, the physics have to come in. You have to get fully charged. So they switch on and they switch off. And you wake. That is because it is not permanent. Because when it's permanent, you die. So if you enjoy this sleep, and it is not permanent, what do you think about when you die? You have to be dancing. You have to be celebrating. But what is there to celebrate? The only thing is left there to celebrate is the spirit. So everyone who died leave a spirit. And people run around and doing all kind of things, and we celebrate the dead. And we say they are loved one. But we should celebrate them because they're still present, because we honor them. But the spirit is there. My grandmother's spirit is there. How you let that spirit be? Exuberance. I hear people tell lie all the time that they get dream from whosoever. But because of the mindset, that's the reason why they get the dream. Because the lie is important, just like the truth. And they're entangled. Because people know something gonna tell the brain. Because the brain is the most important thing in the universe. That this spirit should be using. You don't only use the spirit to do harmful things. I know bad harmful things can be. Because who want the result for the harmful things? There have to be somebody who want it. So the bad entangle with the good. So when you die, there's a spirit. People don't train like me to use the spirit and send the spirit and send it up to go and do what they want it to do. And you have a lot of people still here who can talk to the duppy, who can send out that spirit, which is you or your grandma. Go and do a lot of things. Let that spirit talk. Because it still have that energy. It still have that light. And remember, the sound come after the light. News Perspective Outlook. Remember, the sound came after the light. So the spirit is still active. No flesh. So for people working by the mind, moving by the mind, we get entangled with the wants and need. And that's why the mind and the spirit, the mind and material things working hand in hand, and the spirit and the energy. The spirit work with the angels and the spirit can't die. You can't replace the energy. You can't kill the energy. How you gonna kill the spirit? Fully charged people like Bob Marley should be still standing on stage singing. But people want to take it the technology way, and they would build a robot. And they would build a robot to sound like Bob Marley. But the power is there. The power is still here. The power is just electricity. The power is just current. You see what the current do, but you can't see the current. And this is why a lot of people come down with all kind of ailment and they curse. What happened? And they don't look to find the hidden order why this has happened. I remember years ago, a lady told me that this child coming down with tumor in the brain, and I said to her, the tumor is not ailment, my girl. The tumor can't be no ailment. What caused that tumor to be there? What do you do to this child? Because maybe the child don't do nothing on his own. And I said to her, well, I don't know. And if you want me to work hobby, I can't work no hobby now. I can't work the hobby when the child die. If you want to still sit it up here around. And I said, take this child to the sun. Summer coming. She started complaining now that a lot of mucus running from the nose, if it's gonna be dangerous. That tumor gone. It gone. She should pay me $1 million, but she don't have a dollar for herself to pay me $1 million. So this is how the electricity works. As I keep on elaborating and emphasize and tell people that everything a voltage. If you kill a cat and you put it into a container and lock it, sooner or later, 3, 4, 5 months ago, you see dust. That's what you're gonna see. But if you check that dust, there's voltage in it. Voltage. So you can have the voltage, but when you put the current there, the current have to put the voltage. And this is why people have problem with their own self. Because they don't know how to support themselves. They're looking out for outside help. Which they can easily well get themselves charged without outside help. Electricity is abundant. It is free. Yeah, I sell product. I sell bioelectric food. These are particles. And I say to people all the time, this is a part to help you. But you got to share another part by yourself. How you come down with that ailment? What expectation you have? What's stressing you? I've been speaking to a young lady the other day. She said she want to get a house. And she said she can't fuck. She can't have no sex. Because. Why? She said the house is under her head. She's stressed out about the house. Why the fuck you want to stress about something which you're gonna use to create the future? Don't fucking fret about it. You should be glad you're having a problem. Because that's what create the future. Sooner or later, when she get that house, she can't fuck in it. Because you're gonna have all kind of sick ailment. Because the stress come through loss and gain. That's the only way you can stress. Because of loss and gain. Either you have something and you don't want to lose it, like a relationship. You're gonna stress. Either you see a girl and you want her, you're gonna stress. You're gonna stress about the job because you need it. So that is how the stress comes in. Because the stress only can come in because of what your needs. Loss. And gain. And then you're running around and want the doctor to fix you. They won't fix you. They will trick you. And they should trick you and take your money. They must always continue to trick you guys and take your money. Because doctor won't let you sick. You are trying to let them do things that they want to do for themselves and they can't do it. Things which we should enjoy, we don't enjoy it. We're gonna stay in this time, and people gotta worry about that. And the magnificence of that is so beautiful. Because they teach you not to know, not to see things that magnificent. Not to see things that is magnificent. And he create a whole bunch a garbage. It's about men and women. Because of this whole bunch of garbage, women being just in the line like the auto industry. They still don't have anything else to fix. They're dashing all over this place. Some died. And that's the beauty of it. I call it suicide. They died. I get a call one day about a friend of mine called me. She said this girl is so beautiful and she going to fix Batty and she want to fix the gut. And she don't wake. Because guess what? When they put her to sleep, she enjoyed so much. She don't worry need to wait. She don't want to wait because she enjoyed, so she get it permanent. So the women inside the auto industry, they fix, they pimp the ride. They cut off the breast. They do all kind of things to themselves. Because of what? They don't know nobody that they get inspired. What they do, they motivate them. They want to car dash. They want this ride to pimp. So even if you are the man and you say you love this big breast, she said no, she don't want this big breast. She want the breast to get smaller. You say okay with that horse. She don't want it no more. She don't want it. She wants it to get broad. She wants it to get bigger. I want to get skinnier. She wants to have more body because of the motivation. They don't inspired. So it's because of they don't inspire, they can't govern themselves. So they're rushing for outside help. And this is you. You get time here. I'm to talk about life. Because if you get life, you can never die. You get the debt. That's why you die. And that's why when you die, you should honor. Whether you're going to honor the destroyer or you're going to honor the builder. Because you can't even pay a builder. You're a predator and you're a prey. Success is a criminal activity. It is between growth and development. And what happened? Growth and development is border between challenge and support. So if you have a challenge to be a destroyer, you got to be a destroyer. Because you only have time here. And because you're a destroyer and that have to take your life, or take your time out, you enjoy it. You celebrate. People still celebrating Bin Laden. And they say it's Obama. So he destroy. But I heard he build bank too. We are just a part of the ecosystem. So when we are here for time, we are thinking, and we are overthinking, that we need to escape from prey, from predator. And rush to get the prey. But that is just a constantly rush in mankind because of the darkness, which is very important too. Because a lot of time people may talk about the light. Because I speak about the light more, because I don't sell darkness. I said particles which create light. And because I think I Satori. So I see the conscious. I'm conscious, which I'm looking at the unconscious, which I know that everything is entangled and everything is important. And whatsoever you start as a builder, when you die, somebody take it over. That's why kids have stepfather. That's why kids have stepmom. And that's why we honor and we celebrate. And that is the reason why I share what I know. And it's that a lot of people gonna know what I know to share it. Because they don't serve. And when you don't serve, so you're not on the parallels. You're not on the horizon to see the parallels. You can stand on the parallels. You can stand in line. You're not at guard. And if you want me to think like how the doctor think, and if somebody called me and I say, Leo, let me do a consultation here. Tell me all the problem you have. Name me 10 problem you have. And I said to the person, you know, you're a rich guy. You're a rich woman. You have so many problems. You have 10 problems. What the benefit? What the hidden order in all these problems? Start from one. Your husband not come home at night. And so many benefits is there. One of the key benefits you can afford with another man. A guy called and I said, name me 10 problems you got. I said the number one. She said, my wife coming home late after work. Because the mind, and they have the mindset, they don't work by the spirit. And I would say, all right, what are you going to do now? Your wife coming home late. What are the hell thing you have time to do? What the benefit? There's a hidden order. You have to be benefit. If you have this as a chaos, there's no chaos without benefit. That's why when people died, and they're a builder, they die, leave things. If they're a destroyer, there's something else. What happening now in Palestine? It's our exuberance. It is welcome. Because they're killing people there. And that's what you're here for, to die. They're going to fix it. They may be only have one Israel now. Israel like a bomb. They drop it there. And that is Africa. And everything created out of Africa. The particles from Africa blow to the west to charge us. They have a name for it and call it something, I don't remember the name, but they call it dust. It is particles. And particles create light. You have so many pieces, but you can turn it to all different kind of pieces. The magnificence of life, this universe has so many things where you can see magnificent. That's the reason why I continue to elaborate and emphasize about Hungary. And the truth already in you. It is. People know what it do to them. to embrace hungry. They know what they do. They know. But because of emotional baggage, and you want to put yourself up on pedestals to tell what kind of cuisine you have, and where you go to dine. And you're being tricked. So how are you interested in naming? You're not interested to get yourself fully charged. And when you come down with the ailment, you want to run around and blame doctors. I see a few prospects getting themselves charging. They say you visit the doctor, same way, make sure that card, you're using up that L card. Because this pharmaceutical is at the auto industry, you have to be careful. That's why I don't come down on women too hard, because they're just at the auto industry. So use up that card. One guy said to me the other evening, I said, when last you go and see your doc? He said a few days ago. I said, what he said? He said your sugar balance. I said to him, your sugar don't balance. You have no fucking diabetes no more. And that's a medical name. I shouldn't even call it. You got no diabetes. But go and make the money circulate. Go. Don't get paralyzed. Go. This is a part of how the world runs. And no matter how much ailment you get rid of, you're still gonna die. Because you're here for just that. We're here for that. And all these things, you don't have to do Satori to know. You don't have to fully conscious. Because even in the religion, they explain it and tell you. That's why they make Jesus die. They say he rose from the dead. But what? They still have to let him die. They still have to show the suffering. Which is the problem? Which create the future. You can't make money without suffering. There is no business without suffering. No relationship without suffering. So why get confused? Why don't stay connected? Why using this emotion and the baggage? I tried to have a relationship with a woman the other day. And I asked her a few things and the relationship doesn't start. I tell her we got to hold each other accountable for everything. And everyone are afraid of being accountable. Because I asked her to give me a history of her times and the relationship that she been through. What she achieved. What is her last expansion since the last 3 years in a relationship? She shied away from the argument. She shied away. She don't want to have that conversation. Because she maybe know that whatever you want to know her ways in a conversation. And she don't want to hold accountable for nothing. She maybe have this kind of emotional baggage that everything wrong. Is the man wrong? And we people don't train ourselves to have a relationship. So that's why it gets sour. Because one party or another want to create it harder. And when they create it harder, the other party follow to keep peace. And that's why most relationships are always in pieces. Most of them are always in pieces. That is why I like how America designed it. Because problem create the future. And some of these things come through low voltage because people who fully charged maybe see it different. To design the woman to run away the men, to say they're a single mom, and to put them into child support. And they welcome doing it. And they happily grow the kids without a dad. And all of these things cause too low voltage. Because the mind running. And balance. And the mind running try to create all the material things it can create. And these women don't get spiritual to see the magnificent in the world and enjoy the magnificent. And all these things cause too low voltage. And look at some of these girls, they're overfed. And by they think and want to catch themselves to say that they are a fully human being. They are part of the outer world. They are part of the outer world. They got to fix this. They got to fix that to feel fulfilled. And it was so easy to take care of from before. They don't think that you're here to clean the world. Because the most awesome bird will clean the world. Nobody ever. I am the only person, human being, creation that's endorsed a crow. Every human being wants to say they are eagle. And what eagle do? Eagle do nothing for mankind. Because the crows is what take the roadkill, give us service and clean the place. And all men and women do is running aside each other, playing blame game. And don't look how this is a trouble, this is not problem they're creating here. And if a kid grow up without a dad, how can he listen to school? Who can respect in school? Who gonna respect? You're gonna low voltage. You're gonna get too fat. What you gonna endorse? What you gonna embrace? Huh? What you gonna embrace? If a kid father die, somebody should come and lie that service to don't get this child low voltage. And that's being a stepdad. And I think most black American women should know better. And the reason why I say they should know better, Black American people is the people who endorse, who embrace death the most. They love death. They put flowers on the grave almost every week. They want to put flowers on the grave. I remember I was dating this girl and she called me one morning and she cried. And I said, motherfucker, then her car broke. Look, and she crying like this. So we keep on talking and say, you called AAA? Did you call AAA? She said, what for? And I listened. She said, today is the anniversary of my cousin. She died. And I said, what the fuck is this? I like these people. I like Black American because guess what? They know the power of death. They honor dead people. They put them in the present, so they should be doing better, especially the women. They only love you when you die. They only give you the respect you should get when you die. Not love because of the mental disorder. They're running around grave. I see people having things in the cemetery. And I said, what? They burying a dead? They said, no, this dead buried 74 years ago. 74 years ago. I remember dating this girl. And she elaborate every time about her 2 sons.
11 more minutes.
About her 2 sons. And you know, time go by. I get to realize she got 2 sons. And I said, I told you so your son dies. Your sons die. She said, no, 2 die, but I have 2 live. She didn't talk about the 2 living. That's why I love Black American girls. I love them. I love them. Because they love dead. They enjoy you when you die. They enjoy you. I said it must be the reason why they kill Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. They enjoy you when you die. They like history. So I wonder why this girl failed. And the main reason why a Black American girl failed, they am too much. So they had a low voltage. This is the new prospective outlook. As I said, the new prospective outlook deal with the magnificent of things in this world, this universe that many people don't look at. And what they try to explain, I try to explain all the time. Don't avoid the available and try to seek the unavailable. Because that's another part of low voltage. When you charge to the high potential, knowing that hungry is exuberance, it is very important. So you're going to embrace it. You're going to put it on pedestal. You're going to endorse it. And when you get yourself charged to the fullest and the highest potential, you don't come down with the ailment. You see the unconscious because you conscious. And you can see the unconscious. And you get to see what is available. You know to embrace pressure, suffering. You have a passion for death. You have a passion for struggle and suffering. And that's the way you make money. That's the way. When you see you're suffering by having a relationship and you're running over with all these girls and dating sites and you're spending your money all over, stop it. And go and buy stock. You got your rabbit hood. Don't take all your money by push when you see that going nowhere. And you go for the woman too. You run all over buying cock. You're not going nowhere because what you need to do, you're not doing it. You only fix the tummy and the ass, but you need to fix the pussy too. Doctor can fix it, they can stitch it up, and the men keep running. Let them run. Go to the casino and enjoy yourself. They have music there. Go and gamble. That's investment. Go and gamble. Do your investment. I tried to tell a girl the other day, she said, this same girl, I think I speak earlier about her. And I said, why you buying a house and you're not investing? She give me all crap. All nonsense because low voltage. I said to her, you're going to put your two sons in the house? She said, yes. I said, all right. Your two sons going to help pay for the house. What you got to do, you make sure you're on the deed. She texted me the other month to thank for the information, but she's not interested. I said, okay, low voltage. Low voltage. Because guess what? She don't want to be accountable. She don't want to.
Now we got 6 more minutes.
She don't want to be accountable. And that's the reason why. Because at her age, she should be doing an investment. And when I said to her, I don't know why she don't want the kind of information I give her. And I said to her, I'm just a man who serve. I share. I'm a mystic man. I do nothing but the truth. And that's the reason why I can stay here and tell people, say the magnificent you must see in this universe is your time and death. Enjoy, because that's the gift you get from your Creator. That's the enlightenment. You have to understand the law, the universal law. Gravitational radiation. When you sleep, the chemistry keep you sleeping. But the physics is the current have to wake you. And that is gravity. It is light. So if she thinks she cannot embarrass me, she can't embarrass me. I'm born embarrassed. I eat my mother's shit when I born. The first breath I take is her poo. So how can human being embarrass me? I can't be embarrassed. I'm a mystic man. I can't be embarrassed. Who can do that? No one in this universe. She don't want the information which I share. And I just I do share and serve. I tell her I don't want you to love me. I don't want to love her. I care about her. And she get it twisted. I don't want you to love me. I don't want to love you. I don't deal with mental disorder. I'm not polarized. So don't love me. Why you loving me? For what? I will take care of you. I will give you what I have. So I won't steal to give you. So this is a new perspective outlook. We see the magnificence of things in the universe that we don't need after around. We can wait. We don't have to let hook up in the wants and needs and run by mind. When you run by culture, it is awesome. You eat by variant. And that's a diet which I put people on, the variant diet. So you eat by the variant diet. And you know that you don't live for food and you don't run by food, you run by electricity. And you keep current. You keep fulfilled. The magnetic fields and the electronic fields is important. We are the same color as the sun. We're solar. So when we die, we got that spirit. And that spirit can still move. Who's going to move my spirit when I die? I can't move any spirit. I can't send spirit to do anything I want it to do. There's a lot of spirit out there wandering all over the place, and we need to send them to do things. We don't have to depend on robots, especially black people. Robot is for white people. We need to send our duppy. Go and do things for us. We need to see the magnificent. We're a creature too. We're intrinsic. That's what we need to do. If they want to call it hobby, we're going to work hobby. We're not going to stop work hobby because I can't say no to any duppy to do anything what I want it to do. I know what candle to use. I know whatsoever herbs. These things done by herbs. I know to get it done. I know to create particles and particles which create light. That's why I do the bioelectric food to create particles and particles create light so you can wake up. Because the light is what wake you. The physics wake you. It wake you. The gravitation have to wake you from your bed wherever you're sleeping. Because the chemistry put you to sleep. And the chemistry is what? You know what the chemistry is. You know what it is. It's attractive and repulsive. It is. So this is all I have for this moment. This is all I have for this moment to share with you. Because I'm a mystic man. I do Satori. So I'm conscious to see the unconscious. And if you want to challenge yourself first. If you want to support yourself first. And the first way you're going to support yourself is endorse hungry. Try to be ultra. Don't run by no data. Try to be ultra. And if you want to know about the variant diet, you try and contact me. You try and contact me. And let me give you your diet. And that's all I have for today. The Memorial Day message. You come here to die. And that's what you came here to do. Die. And when you came here to die, you are a builder and a destroyer. And that's the reason why the power. Love David and love Moses so much. Because they're a killer. That is it for today.